bathroom, guys, is done. And I can't get over my towels. You guys are probably gonna roast me in the comments how much I go on and on about one thing, but you would have to be here. You had to be here from the beginning to know what this moment feels like for us, because it was a long time coming. I didn't think I would have bath towels in the dome this soon. I think it worked out so well. I do have one more thing for this countertop, and I'm gonna get it right now that I'm looking at it. I'm missing my soap dispenser for hand wash, so let me go get that, and then we can button up this bathroom. So I am standing in what is literally our finished bathroom in the dome. If you guys have been following us from the beginning, you would know that when we bought the dome at the tiny home show, we actually bought it with a tiny pod, which is basically a bathroom that has like a all-in-one shower, and it was really tiny. And although we really loved it and thought we were going to use it in the dome, as soon as we got it in here, we realized that our guests deserve way more than what we were giving. So we went ahead and did our own bathroom. We literally built walls ourselves in the dome just to be able to bring you this luxury bathroom experience. I am so proud of it. Eric worked so hard. All of our fixtures, everything we picked out worked so well together, and I can't wait to reveal this to you. I'm so happy we're finally done. We're closing out. We are this close to being done, and I just want to show you guys how far we've come with this bathroom. Today we are going to be messing with our shower in our bathroom. So we unboxed our shower walls, and Eric has started to basically take everything apart to kind of see what we have here. And I'm surprised that the company that we bought this from, I think it was Flexstone, that they sent this literally like arsenal of adhesive, and I'm really excited about that because we were actually researching which adhesive we should buy to make sure that the shower wall stays attached to the wall, but they sent their own brand, and I think that's really awesome. A really cool thing about it too is the silicone is tinted, so it kind of has that blue that the shower is going to have. Now I'm waiting for Eric to come and flip this thing over because I'm literally holding my breath, just anticipating what it's going to look like. We bought this thing. We ordered a sample first online. They do allow you to get samples, and we got maybe like 5 different samples, and we were back and forth with 2 of them and ultimately decided to go big and go bold or go home, and we decided to get this blue shower wall. Now, the entire bathroom, of course, is this stark white shiplap everywhere except for the insulation wall, which happens to be a really cool gray. And this shower is a perfect mix of that blue and gray and a little bit of white. So I just think it's going to pop on that bathroom wall. So I'm really excited to see it, and I cannot wait for us to get this up. It is going to completely transform the bathroom. It is going to turn this thing into the dream that I've been dreaming of for the past few months. So really excited, and I think it is going to look gorgeous. Oh wow, it is so pretty. I think it's way prettier than I even imagined it would actually look. We only had that one little square. I think literally it was like a 12 by 12, not even a smaller piece of sample, and you could really not tell what this was going to look like. And now that we have these big pieces, I am in love with it. This piece also came with a lot of trimmings, a lot of extra pieces and portions that you may want to trim your bathroom shower out with. There is a film on this, guys, that we have not peeled off yet. So I think it's going to actually add a bit of a shine once we take that plastic off of it. But this is basically our blue marble look, our touch of color or splash of design in the bathroom, since everything else is so monotone and white. And this is going to look so nice once we put it up. I'm so excited. I'm gonna let Eric get to work so we can see how this thing turns out. All right, y'all, so Eric has measured the shower wall in the bathroom and is getting ready to cut our shower walls. And I'm so nervous about this. I'm always nervous when he's cutting things. When we were cutting the canvas on the dome right here, I was really nervous about how that was going to turn out. But look how neat it looks with our trim. So I've learned to trust him on these projects. However, this is a very, very expensive part of our project, and this is a one-time deal. You don't get to miscut and come back and grow it over again. It would be a whole new purchase. So of course I have my fingers crossed for him, and I'm hoping that everything just works out. Eric is just trying to cut this with a kind of box cutter or box knife right now, and I think that is the best way to get a clean line. He measured it out and drew a dark marker line on there, and he is cutting that out. You do want to make sure that your seams are as straight as you can. However, they did do a good job of inserting a lot of trim and pieces for the sides, so I don't think that you have to worry too much about it. I think the corners have to definitely match up and work together, but I don't know. This is our first time. Oh, and look at that, guys. That came apart really easy. It kind of like ended up acting like vinyl, the vinyl floor that you just cut with the box cutter. I wasn't expecting that. So that is actually going to be my suggestion for cutting the Flexstone or any shower walls that you get of this material, because I think we were watching a lot of installation. We were watching a lot of installation online, and a lot of people were using saws and machines, and it left a very, very rough edge. And I was really surprised when I saw him using the box cutter, but that worked literally geniusly. So I suggest that. But this is it. This is the test and trial. We are going to try and get this thing up and see exactly what it looks like on the inside. I can't wait to see that plastic peeled off of it to see what it's really going to look like.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Placement is everything, because we have so much of that adhesive on the wall. You don't want it to kind of ooze out all crazily. We have the first one on there, and Eric is just pressing that out with his hand just to make sure that it is adhering to the walls. And of course, you guys know I am super excited because this is so awesome to see us moving on to designing. We've been building for so long and not really getting much gratification from the plumbing and things that we cannot see. So being able to see this go up and just visualize how awesome this bathroom is going to look is amazing. It looks so awesome in here with all this white, and we don't even have any lights hooked up yet, but I think once that shower light is hooked up and it is shining on this, it is going to be so pretty. We still have to remove the film that's on top of it, and I think that's going to allow for more of that color and shine to push through. And guys, I'm so pleased. I am so pleased with the one we picked out, and also just going with this brand because we've never used this before. We've always tiled our showers, and so this is a quick, easy way. Not so much inexpensive, but I do think it kind of equals to what tile would cost. What do you think, babe? It could be a little bit more, but if you are taking away from it the time that you're going to be spending tiling, then this is definitely worth it. I think it's just as nice. I think it even gives a more luxurious look. You don't have that grout to be fighting with and getting dirty, because we all know after a while your grout starts to look very gross and you're going to have to redo grout over the years. So to me, this is a more seamless and a luxurious look. And I also think that it is going to just serve the guests a little bit better. I just think that it's going to be easier to use. I know that I'm always very skeptical of getting in showers when I see grout lines dug out or a little moldy or something. And this is going to just really look clean for years and years to come. So 100% recommend using the Flexstone wall unit for the shower. We're getting ready to install the second half of this, and this part's going to be a little tricky because of course the plumbing is on this wall and we're going to have to cut out for the shower head and everything else. But once we get that done, we're going to do the trim and we're going to get this bathroom buttoned up today. Guys, this thing is so awesome looking. So happy with the way this turned out so far. Oh, it's such a beautiful day here in the mountains. It is about to rain and you can literally see the rain coming from the other side of the mountain. You can't even see that far mountain back there, and you normally can see that thing because it is so high in the air, but the rain is coming. So we're gonna get this shower wall off of the ground. Eric had to cut out the two spots for the actual shower head and also for the faucet area, and those turned out pretty clean. Of course, he has those little circular attachments for his saw, and so we were able to get the exact size of it. But we're gonna get this out of the rain and onto the walls so we can actually start moving on to something else. I'm so happy that we're actually working on the inside of the dome now, because now that it's raining, we don't have to worry about stopping work because it is a wet day outside. We're actually doing a lot of things on the interior, so we can actually focus on some design details and getting some stuff buttoned up on the inside. So this is the company that we bought the shower surround from. It is Flexstone. It's a luxurious bath surround, and I must say they lived up to their word when it comes to luxurious. So flexstoneproducts.com. It's made in the USA. Really proud to have been using this product today. It was really easy to use and I love it. One of my favorite times to be in the dome is when it is raining. It is so beautiful to just sit here and look into this mountain bank and to see the water trickling down off of the canvas. It is just so relaxing. But the most beautiful part of it raining in the dome is pretty much the way the entire window just gets this kind of cloudy dew on it, and then you get all these streaks of rain. It is literally out of a movie. It is so relaxing. I just can't wait to have that bed just right here against this feature wall and looking out into the mountain views and just being able to sit in bed and enjoy this relaxing experience. Even the skylight ends up having that run. It's actually just a light rain today, guys, so it's even not as amazing as it normally is, and you just hear the sound of the rain beating down on the canvas. It is definitely going to put you to sleep like a baby. So if rest is what you need, then this is definitely the place to come and unwind. You are technically in the middle of nowhere, but in the middle of everywhere here at this property. And that's what I love about this property. It is very secluded without being isolated. So if you're that person that don't want to be off in the distant woods, not knowing what is lurking in the darkness, this is the perfect place for you to come, still get a taste of that small town feel, but also being secluded on your own mountaintop. And that's what I love about this property. It was one of the reasons we even chose this property to begin with. So we started working on getting the trim up, and these pieces actually came with the surround. You get quite a bit of trimming that you can cut and put into place. So we are just cutting that. We're using the adhesive that came along with the kit, and of course just a few strips of painter's tape to hold that in place to make sure it all dries. Eric is getting ready to install the side one, and he is just kind of putting adhesive along the inside of the trim and then putting that on top of the wall. So you're just gonna measure, and you want to make sure that it matches up like so. And we're really particular about our corners. So Eric is just going to put his hand on that very point and make sure that it is all matching up. And when I tell you this thing is like a picture frame, it is framing out so nicely. We could not have gotten a better cut on that one. That's awesome. This was a good decision. This was one of the best decisions we made, other than getting rid of the bathroom pod and building our own bathroom. That was the first good decision that we made for this dome, and also for our guests, because we had you guys in mind when we went against the bathroom pod that was already paid for and pretty much put together. And we decided to take that thing down because we visualized ourselves in the space, and we both said on vacation, that is just not what we want to be doing in a crammed space, trying to get dressed or, you know, just relax and hang out. So we went ahead and built this bathroom, and the more we put this bathroom together, the more I'm just so grateful for us just taking a step back and not rushing into things and deciding to make this decision, because this thing turned out so great. We have the light fixture for this area, so I'm hoping we get that up soon. I know we want to paint before we get anything on the walls to make it even harder to paint. We do have our vanity in here already. It is just a really pretty white vanity. Once we get that bolted in place and get the plumbing and everything done, this thing is going to really start to take shape and really start to be that luxurious vacation bathroom that anyone can dream of. I don't think that we left any stone unturned. Eric got all of the baseboards in. We're going to have to caulk and paint in this area, but guys, attention to detail is one of our big things that we really tend to look for when we are working, just wanting things to look the way we would want it to look if we went and rented a place and wanted to surprise our significant other, or just even just take a relaxing vacation with our family or by ourselves. So this is what we came up with, and I hope you guys love it. So we finally got to the part where we are going to be inserting our glass structure for our shower, and it's pretty see-through, so it's hard to kind of tell what's going on, but the instructions are pretty straightforward, so this should be a sort of easy task to happen. It's just a little scary because, you know, it's only our glass structure and you don't get a redo with this thing. It looks pretty sturdy. There's 3 parts to this enclosure. There's going to be 2 sides and then a kind of portion that goes in the front that is going to, of course, be the door. So excited to see this thing finally going in, because we've had this shower pan sitting in here ever since we started building out the walls, because the shower was the first thing to let us know where everything was going to land. And so the shower pan has been down forever. I finally got the bathroom painted, and as you guys can tell, it is so crisp and white and clean in here. I'm so glad we decided to just keep it simple and clean with the white, because I originally wanted to do some pops of color. And then once we got the shower enclosure in here and we realized that that was pretty much a focal point on its own, we decided to just go ahead and do white shiplap around the shower. And I'm glad that we made this a focal point because it is so pretty. It matches the counter that we have in the kitchen, and it's going to match sort of the bed, because we do have a really nice pop of color for the bed, and I can't wait to reveal that to you guys. I'm not gonna spoil it. We searched high and low for this bed. It was sold out almost the entire Black Friday and Cyber Monday, but we finally got it. West Elm finally got it back in stock. It was a poly and bark bed. Very, very, very nice bed. Very luxurious, so I can't wait to get that in here. We have the light fixture and everything. The bathroom is coming together so nicely. We have the faucet fixture in, the vanity and everything's in. Everything's painted. I'm still working on painting out the baseboards. 1 more coat and that's going to be done. Of course, we got this cute little toilet. Eric has to finish put it together, but it's kind of like a space-saving toilet. As you can tell, the tank of the toilet is very, very slim and narrow, and that's going to help the toilet to sit right in this area, kind of back to the wall and out of the walkway. And another thing I love about this toilet, as you guys can see, the bottom portion is kind of like a one piece, so it's going to be less cleaning, less areas to get gross, and I just can't wait to get this toilet in here. We did the vanity the other day. Eric got that all caulked in. I'm painted around it already. So we're pretty much like ready to go in this bathroom here. We're almost there. I can't be more happy with the way things are turning out. This glass enclosure is so nice because it has this kind of black outline, which I like, which adds another kind of industrial element to it. And I just like that it's so clear that it allows all of the shower walls to come through, so you get that wow factor when you walk in. This camera does no justice for the way this looks in here, and I just can't wait for you guys to actually come here in person and be able to see the shower and see the entire dome. We have some of our kind of fixtures in already. We have our trash can and our toilet roll or toilet paper holder. Of course, gold is our accent color, so everything in here is going to have a little bling to it. I'm going to let Eric finish doing all the screws and everything, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it is completely done. But this bathroom is coming along so well. I love the way the gray canvas or insulation kit just acts as a wall on this side. Of course, I had to tape everything off because I didn't want any kind of mess-ups with paint. So once this is all dried, I'll be able to take all of that off and you guys will be able to see the real true beauty of everything that's going on in this bathroom. Alright guys, so I think everything in the bathroom is done. I got the soap in there. I kind of vacuumed out the shower a little bit, try to get any dust. This is not the final cleaning before we get a guest. This is just putting everything in here and getting ready for our pictures so we can make our Airbnb debut. Me and Eric definitely are at our wits' end with this project. We are fine-combing everything. We really need to get this thing on Airbnb and get it listed so we can start to bring in some coins, and we can't wait to tell you guys how we do off of this project. And we're just ready to move on. We're ready to move on to the tiny home that's going to be down at the bottom of the property, and so we just can't wait for this thing to be booked out and to actually talk to our first guests and see what they think of this place. I just love it, and I think that's it for now for the bathroom. So that is our bathroom door, and I just love this thing. Again, it did not come with the handle or this little pole here. This little pole, Eric was very creative with this. Because the door handle is so heavy, it could make the door, and of course it's just a bifold door, so we did change the hardware to make it a little stronger, but it's a little wobbly when you're pulling open. So this is just one of those kind of drawer pulls for the kitchen cabinets or kitchen drawers, and we repurposed it into another way you can slide open the bathroom door. And I just think that's awesome. Okay, so I have my dispenser in place, but I'm sorry, I was actually missing 2 items, and I'm excited about this item because I've been waiting to place this back in the dome for almost 2 years. So guys, when we bought the dome, when we went to the tiny home show, they had it decorated and they had this succulent in there. Of course, this is not the same succulent. That one has since passed on, but they had this little flower pot with a succulent in there, and this little tag said nature, and of course you guys know our business name is Nature's Near, and so we just thought that it was so cute. We asked to have it, and they were very willing to give it to us because they were going back to the UK, and I have since repotted a succulent in here, and I just think it's very awesome that I put the one that has 2 in here, because I think that now symbolizes like something to me. I don't know what yet, but it definitely symbolizes like life and new beginnings and ×2, because the dome is even more special to me. It is double the luxury that we originally found it in, and I'm just so happy to be able to place you back in your home. And I've been looking at this spot forever since Eric built this, and guys, just look at this corner. I have to give Eric like props of how well made he does things and how like so much attention to detail. So we were able to put a baseboard on the inside of our dome. A lot of our competitors don't have that. We just wanted to finish off our project the way we did it when we flipped mobile homes and houses. So just being able to put that extra touch, I think, was so awesome. Eric's a trim guy, so everything is going to be trimmed out to the T. So, I mean, this is kind of like the wall. This half wall, he built it because we didn't want splashing on our insulation kit, which happens to be gray right here, but the way he put the electrical outlet in there and the way he used the shiplap and just trimmed this thing out, I mean, like, it could not have gotten any freaking cuter. This thing is so awesome. I'm in love with the way the entire thing turned out, And I'm just so excited to finally be able to move on into something else. I was looking for this like dramatic effect. I thought the entire thing would just get dark, but of course we have a skylight over our bathroom, and this thing is just so much light. I was worried when we first did the dome because it had this insulation kit, and I just thought everything was going to be dark and gloomy. Guys, the lights are off in the bathroom, and I didn't get my dramatic effect I wanted to with the shut off light thing, but it's beautiful. So let's just leave it at that, and let's move on to the kitchen area. I just can't wait for you guys to come out here and envision this for yourselves and be able to spend time in here. Keep an eye open, guys. We are coming up very, very soon. The deadline is approaching for us to have this thing on Airbnb, and you don't want to miss our first month of being online because we're definitely going to have a friends and family special. You guys have been following us this entire time. You are a part of our friends and family list. So we hope that you guys take advantage of what we're offering as an introduction to the dome and get those special pricing and lock it in. So as soon as we go live, I will be doing a video to let you guys know that that promotion is running, and you can go and book the dome and get your savings and come and basically just enjoy the surroundings.